Hello everyone, and welcome back to another voiceover gameplay video. Today, we're going to be making the storage room. Very exciting. I've been putting it off a lot because I just haven't wanted to make a storage room. But after I got back from the end and I looked at my kind of mess of a makeshift storage room that I've had, finally decided that it was time. So I decided that I was finally going to make a real storage room. But first, we had to get some things. So let's get into it. In my initial planning, I was messing around with a lot of different colors and everything, and I was struggling a lot with like how I was gonna put lighting into it because I didn't want mobs to show up. Classic Minecraft problem. Eventually I came across sea lanterns, and I was like, sea lanterns look really good. But I didn't have any sea lanterns. So I was like, okay, well, I know they're in the ocean, so let me just like go to the ocean. It'll be there, surely. So I went to the ocean and I just started looking around. I was very reluctant to go to the village at first to get a villager with a ocean map trade. And so I just walked, more like I flew around until I got too tired of it. And eventually I did come to my senses and I went to the village and I got the Ocean Explorer map. And there, look, you can see it on the map. It's the Ocean Explorer, it's the Ocean Monument. So we find the Ocean Monument and mission is now to acquire some materials for sea lanterns. So I go into the water and I just try to dispatch as many guardians as I can. At first, before I try to get the guardians, I am trying to find just sea lanterns in the open, but that doesn't go very well, as you can see. I take a lot of damage and I get a little nervous. Thankfully, I have like all my gear, so I don't take too much damage. It's not that close. I do eventually see the sea lanterns over there. These guys are really rude though. They're stopping me from coming up with a plan to go get those sea lanterns. Ow. Dude, these guys hurt actually quite a bit. I don't know if they benefit more from projectile protection or normal protection. Oh, I do try to shoot these guys too, but that, and now I have mining fatigue. Woohoo! That's gonna put a little bit of a problem with my going to just mine the sea lanterns plan, but we'll cross that bridge in a bit. I do go into the water and I'm gonna try to mine the sea lanterns right now, I think, if the guardians don't get in my way too much. Ow. Okay, so you can see they do get in my way quite a bit, and I haven't even like gotten close enough to mine the sea lanterns yet. So I go in for round 2. Surely it'll be different this time, right? Especially not with mining fatigue. But as you can see, it clearly doesn't go well at all. And I try to get up there, but I don't think I realize that it's a 2-block high set of ice behind me. So I go in for round 3. Surely this will go different than the first 2. No, it does not. Ow. I go through a lot of baked potatoes on this, by the way. And eventually, I do just bite the bullet again, and I decide to do it the more annoying way, and I just try to dispatch some guardians to get the materials for the sea lantern. And I didn't actually know how many I needed per sea lantern, and I was very sad when I saw the crafting recipe. And for whatever reason, I decide to try to break the crafting bench, even though I have mining fatigue 3. It takes so long. I didn't realize just how bad mining fatigue 3 was, but it was crazy. I did eventually get the crafting table, but it was really, really annoying to get it. And I am getting like just ping-ponged like crazy right now. Oh my gosh, I remember this. This was really, really close actually. So there's like guardians on all sides of me, and I just try to like play Ring Around the Rosie basically with them on this patch of ice, on these patches of ice in the water. So like down, up, oh, half a heart. Oh my gosh, dude, I didn't realize just how close that was. I knew it was close, I didn't know it was that close. And so we're just going like literally up and down to get rid of his line of sight to reset his like shooter charger. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but we're going to call it a shooter charger. So we're just literally going up and down and up and down and up and down until I am finally healthy enough that I can swim away. And then we're back into the action again. Dispatching of these guardians to get some materials. Oh, okay. So we're back in the nether now. So It's a little far away, the monument was, so I decided that I would make like another portal to go in to make the travel faster, but it brought me underground, and that was a little sad. So I get rid of it down here, and then we're gonna build another one on the surface, I think, in a second. So we're back on the surface now. I've got a lot of obsidian. I do not need 50 obsidian for this. So I'm just trying to find the right coordinates, I think, yeah. I know roughly where it needs to go, I think. So we're building it, and we're gonna light it. And I'm crossing my fingers right now that I did it correctly. And boom, okay, it worked. This is the portal that I originally built. And so now the other side, does it sync up? I did it. You can tell I'm excited because I wiggle my mouse. And so now that we've got this fast travel, it was a lot easier to get the rest of the seed crystals. And now we're into the actual building of the storage room. And I did pre-plan it kind of in creative world for my like main world. And so you can see I'm like looking into, this isn't lag again, I'm looking at a different monitor, and I was seeing just how many like blocks I needed to mine out right here. And we're just gonna mine away. It's a pretty decently sized room. It's really nothing crazy though. I just really wanted a lot of storage because I did not want to have to mess with making a storage room ever again. I don't think they're particularly fun, but that's just me. So right now we're making a little indentation for some chests right here. And we've got about the right size. I'm noticing that there are some blocks that aren't exactly in the right spot. Like the coal, the lapis, and the copper that you saw over on my current right side. They weren't originally there when I was building this in my creative world. And it's literally a direct copy, and I'm building it in the same spot. So I'm a little suspicious, but I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm like, maybe I just have an old copy as my creative world. And that cobblestone was also not originally there, which is another kind of red flag. But for whatever reason, I don't care. And so now we see that there's water here, and this definitely didn't show up. And there's no way that I would have missed this in my creative world while I was building it, but I, once again, just continue on. And wow, another thing that's different. You can tell it's different because I take a second to pause and I'm like, where are we right now? But I'm like, I'm building it in the right spot. I literally just like went down. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly be wrong? So I'm looking up and I'm like, hold on a second. Did I just put it on the opposite side? And I'm looking up and I'm like, oh no, I think I did, didn't I? So I'm testing it right here with ladders because ladders is how I go down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the ladders are on the wrong side. Whoop-de-doo. You can tell I'm mad because I stopped moving. I'm like, how can I fix this? So it's not a huge deal. At first, it felt like a disaster, but eventually I was like, I can just cover it up and like leave that section lit. And it's like that section doesn't really exist. So if I need to use this area for something, then I will eventually. But for now, I just cover it up and make sure it's lit enough that mobs can't spawn in there. And I do pretty much the exact same dig on the other side. And I'm like, okay, these are like the exact right amount of blocks, the exact same blocks that I saw in my creative world. So things are looking a lot better now. And you can see I'm marking things with cobblestone right here to make sure that I mark where like certain positions are. And now I'm concerned because these cobblestones aren't lining up with where the blocks need to go in my demo. And so I'm thinking, and I discover, oh, it needs to just go one more, and then it's okay. There we go. You can see me counting. Counting is very important. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wonderful. It's exactly supposed to be 7. Woo! Now we're continuing to dig for more chest storage areas. You can tell because it's too wide. And on the other side as well, it's a lot of storage. I've never done something this big. We're on the ceiling now. Okay. This was something that I was actually like kind of trying to push myself to do. I didn't want it to be a very flat storage room. I wanted it to be like, I wanted it to have some elevation in it because I just wanted it to have like, I thought it would look cool, it not being a box, because chests are really boxy, and I just wanted something that was like not boxy. It made sense in my head, and I think it looks kind of cool how like I incorporated some curves into it. There we go. There's the sea lanterns, and I actually didn't notice, but there's like an animation on the sea lantern blocks. You can see it kind of pulse from the middle. I thought that's kind of cool. There we go. Sea lanterns on the bottom. That's not a sea lantern. That's glass. That's sea lantern. There you go. Okay. And so we have the mangrove planks and the cherry wood on the back. Oh, look at how fast we're placing these blocks. Ooh, so fast. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So satisfying. For whatever reason, this is way more it's so satisfying doing that and speed up. Oh, okay, so we're here because I didn't remember that I needed stripped dark oak. Thankfully, I had a lot of just like normal dark oak wood, so I just went up to the surface and I made some stripped dark oak. And we're continuing the surface pattern, we're continuing the ceiling pattern, and I used dark oak wood because that's the darkest one, and where I was putting dark oak was always kind of like behind things, or like really away from the light sources. So I thought that the dark oak wood would help like give the illusion of lighting, so to speak. I'm really struggling with this. There we go. Jump, one more. There you go. Nice. Okay. And then the stairs on the sides for a little bit more of that like curvy accents that we were going for. And the slabs once again. Not sped up though. Very slow. Not as satisfying. And other lighting. Okay. I used redstone lamps as another lighting source. I kind of like redstone lamps right now. And I'm also using glowstone behind the chests. I really just wanted more lighting, and I couldn't think of anything else to do, so I decided that I would just put glowstone under all of the chests because the light can pass through the chests. Now we got the quartz right there for some like texture differentiation because it's a pretty close color to the or to the pale oak slabs. And now we're doing something kind of weird with the end rods and item frames. I didn't know what to do with that little hole. I didn't want to put just like a single chest there, so I decided that I would put item frame and some end rods. And I clearly didn't plan this very well with my chest placing because I wound up on all of the walls. You can see I'm having to get rid of part of the wall so I can get that last row of chests in. And so now we're going to fill the wall back in with the cherry wood. I run up because I need more cherry wood, cherry logs, I guess. And now we're going back down. And I'm bopping to some music, I think. That was what that was. There we go, 1, 2. One mission that I have for myself is to be more prepared with my builds, because I have a history of not getting enough blocks for my builds, and I wind up having to like go back to my extra storage for it. Oh, and this is me messing around with some different patterns. It was actually by accident. I had the stripped mangrove logs, but it was kind of a happy accident because I kind of like the difference that the mangrove logs give to the planks. I think that it looks pretty good. So we do the same thing on the other side. We just take out the planks and we put the mangrove logs where they went. There we go. Now the tour of the completed storage room. Ta-da! Wow! It's a completed storage room. How wonderful. The items in the item frames aren't permanent, but pretty much everything else is. I think it turned out pretty well. I like how it looks. I like all the colors. I like how like curvy some things are. I could probably do something different with those 2 planks on either side of the door, but for now, I like it how it is. I might put stairs there. And the roof, I'm really proud of this like roof design. It's nothing crazy, but I haven't done anything like it before. I just think it looks really cool. Looks nice. And there we go. With all that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you think that the storage room is at least like decent, because I had fun making it, and I think it looks pretty good. I hope you guys make it a good day, and don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. These videos will continue. See you in the next one. Bye!